Hi, this is the second in the series of DEFDialogue, COVID DEFDialogue that we have started, where we are trying to figure out what is happening in rural India, what is happening on the ground through various organization, partner organization, our people who work as digital entrepreneurs at a local level, at a village level. Today we are talking to Indian Society for Agri Professionals, ISAP, which was originally co-founded by Sunil Khairnar, my old friend of dot-com era. And now this organization works all over the country with farmers in rural India, providing various kind of services, including farmers producers organization. So we are going to talk to Gaurav Vats, who looks after the vertical of farmers and agriculture at a national level. We are going to talk to him to find out what is the network of ISAP and then how they are working in this kind of situation when COVID has totally locked us down. So Gaurav, welcome to DEFDialogue. Can you please just introduce the large scale network that you have all across the country under Indian Society of Agri Professionals?
Thank you very much, sir, for giving us this opportunity. We at ISAP, we are a 2-decade-old organization. We started in 2001, and now we have almost pan-India presence where we are working with almost 1 million farmers, and we have promoted around 200 farmer producer organizations in the states of Assam, UP, Haryana, Punjab, Maharashtra, MP, Telangana, and Karnataka. Almost 200,000 farmers are connected with us through this FPO network. And we help these FPOs in market integration. We train them on institution building, and now in this COVID situation, we are helping them in marketing or retailing of their produce to the end consumer in nearby areas.
So how are you coping in this such situation when everything is locked down? Everybody is talking about supply chain is the biggest bottleneck now. People are not getting their food, their supplies, although government has made very clear that the essential supplies have to be there. So how are you helping, and what kind of problem are you facing, and what kind of achievement you have been able to get?
Right, sir. It's like government also clarified this that there's no problem in movement of essential commodities, and all these farmers they are being involved in supplying of fruits, vegetables. So they are getting active support of state horticulture departments or agriculture departments for securing movement passes, etc. Like in Haryana, government they allowed almost 80 farmer producer organizations for supplying fruits and vegetables to end consumers. These FPOs, they're active members, and they were assigned to supply. These members are doing aggregation of these vegetables from member farmers. Now they are supplying it to it's like these members are assigned list set of villages in their respective areas, and they are getting good support in terms of say logistics. They are getting good support from the state agencies. So the same thing is happening in Karnataka also, wherein state horticulture department with the active support of district collectorates or marketing committees, they could help in these FPOs in securing movement passes. And market committee is actively involved with these FPOs. Like in Haryana, these market committees, they almost every day at 6 a.m. in the morning, they flash prices for different commodities, the selling prices for these FPOs.
That's
and
right.
then these means like all these FPOs are now connected on WhatsApp group and all. So these market prices in all those areas are flashed by market committees. And on those reasonable prices, there is no hoarding, and they are adopting all those fair practices, these FPOs, and they are supplying these fruits and vegetables at very reasonable price to the end consumers.
So where are the locations where you are getting this without any problem?
Sir, primarily in Karnataka and Haryana, and in select parts of probably now it would get more stringent in Telangana where more cases are coming up. But initially, some of our FPOs in Adilabad areas, they could secure passes, and they started this retailing activities. But now things are getting more stringent, and like in Maharashtra also, we are not hearing much, but means like there are few farmer producer organizations, the lead organizations like Shadri is there, they have their own modus operandi. Means like they are working independently. They could secure permissions for select locations like in Mumbai. So they are offering some vegetable baskets, set of vegetables which they are offering at 600 rupees to end consumers. So means like they are doing it through 8-9 outlets from where consumers can go and pick these baskets. So, but it's more conducive for FPOs there in Karnataka and Haryana. That's what we have experienced so far.
So in these two estates, how many FPOs you have?
Sir, in Karnataka, we have promoted more than 50 farmer producer organizations, and in Haryana, almost 11, 12 farmer producer companies.
And which particular district and areas that they are very effective at the moment?
Sir, in Haryana, it's almost Karnal, Kurukshetra, this GT road belt, and then we have almost 6,000 farmers connected with us in these two districts. And then cattle, we have one FPO, active FPO. Then Sirsa, we have FPO. Then in this place called Charki Dadri in southwest Haryana. So we have two FPOs. Means like earlier it was part of Bhiwani district. Now this Charki Dadri is now independent district. So there also in both the districts our FPO members are quite active and they are supplying vegetables. So this is Haryana, and in Karnataka we are almost covering entire Karnataka. Means like we have good presence in northern Karnataka, Bagalkot area, Bijapur area, and Dharwad or Hubli, and then down south if we go Chikmagalur, Mangalore, Asan, Kodgu, Shimoga. So in all these areas we are working. But now it's like there is no problem in intra-state movements. But now things are getting saturated. Means like these volumes are big in areas like Shimoga where a lot of farmers are growing pineapple. But now they have only option of supplying pineapple is they normally supply to Bangalore, the farmers or FPOs there in Karnataka. Now in Bangalore, some of this produce also goes to other states. Like in Delhi, pineapple comes to Delhi or Maharashtra. So there they are now facing problem. This is glut-like situation. Harvest is on. So now farmers in Shimoga, like they are growing pineapple, or farmers in Dharwad, those who are having mangoes or watermelons. Now they are looking for our support for interstate movement, wherein they want to sell this produce in outstation markets like in Delhi or Maharashtra, Mumbai. So there we are facing. This is quite challenging for us.
So you are saying that intra-state there has not been any problem, but the point is that there is a limitation of movement intra-state. You to consume all the produce, you need to go beyond your state and beyond your area, right? That's what you're saying.
Correct, sir. Yeah, so this is where we are facing problem, and farmers are also facing problem. So we are trying to work this out with the help of State Horticulture Department. Probably if they can help us getting through this logistics challenge, so that would be of great help. So we have identified some buyers here in Delhi market. If we could connect them with the FPOs there in Shimoga or Dharwad areas, but we would require active support from the state agencies, in ferrying these commodities from Karnataka to Delhi. So this is a quite challenging part.
So tell me, just coming to the other part of the farming and agriculture, is that there has been a problem that we heard that harvesting is becoming a problem. And short term you may have a supply ready and you might be supplying, but the point is that what about the harvesting? Is there a news or a real situation of any problem with harvesting?
Sir, harvesting if we talk about the northern India where we have this wheat crop or this rabi crop, so harvesting would start by mid-April. The likely problem is that because of this migration of labor, means like there is shortage of labor, and in some areas where they would be using combined, there won't be much problem, but still they would be requiring support for loading, unloading, or in some areas harvesting would also be the challenge, where there is dearth of labor because of this migration which recently happened.
And tell me, what are the other issues COVID has affected severely that you are hearing from your network of FPOs?
This is the problem. It's like, the prime concern when we are working with farmers is the marketing of their produce. And, logistics, when we are approaching logistic agency, these guys are also facing a lot of problems. So there was some study published recently that, around almost 10 lakh trucks got stuck somewhere. Means like almost 6 lakh trucks are abandoned at, unknown locations on dhabas or on highways, and 4 lakh trucks reach to their destination, but they are still stuck because of labor is not there for loading unloading. So these are the kind of challenges which we are facing, and which now are affecting our farming community also.
So, what do you see? I mean, do you see that the entire agriculture sector and the farming sector is going to be severely affected because of COVID?
Sir, hopefully, it's like it depends how things are getting evolved in next couple of weeks. If if we can control the situation by 14th of April, so probably situation would be some sort of under control. Because harvesting is not yet started happening. So this would happen in the second week or third week of April. But it's like we keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully it should come under control in a couple of weeks. Otherwise, this is too concerning.
Okay. So, is your farming community afraid or terrified, or they are very anxious?
Now we are getting SOS calls from the field, sir. Means like initially it was not there. They could work out things well. Means like when they started getting support from the state agencies, when they were able to move their products to the recent markets. But now we are getting all those stories from remote areas. Farmers, they are crying. Their crop is sending that watermelon crop, or somewhere in northern Karnataka they have a lot of ginger. Somewhere there's a lot of watermelon. So they are very concerned, sir. So things should come under control, and that's what we should hope for. But
So
now we
you
are getting SOS from the remote areas from the farmers.
So basically, what I understand from your talk is that there are three things that you highlighted. Number one is that intra-estate movement of goods has been somehow taken care of, and the farmers has been able to supply and at least get their pockets going on. Their supply is going on. But because of the high crop production or high production of several crops, all these farming communities, they rely on national level of supply, which is basically affecting them, and many of the harvested products might go waste, and because they have more than the internal estate that consume, right? And the third thing is that if lockdown eased up in the next couple of weeks, then we can save ourselves by doing the harvesting in time. Otherwise, it will also affect in a long run the entire agriculture sector.
So correct, sir. Correct. I mean, it's like these kind of signals we are getting from the field now.
Okay, great. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you very much for sharing this information. And as soon as it gets
Pleasure,
uploaded,
sir.
we will share with you. Thank you very much.